Sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name's Beth. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm making some pot holders for a thank you gift, and I'm using quilt blocks from a quilt that I made now a couple years ago. I was surprised how long it had been, but I'll leave a link below on that quilt. And I'm beginning with those leftover quilt blocks that are 8.5 inches and an old towel that has been washed, of course, and it has a hole, so it's in my sewing room ready to go. I love to use these for pot holders. After cutting my toweling the same size as the quilt block, I added some backing, and it's about 1 inch larger all the way around. I pinned those layers together, and I'm using a larger stitch on my machine, not quite a basting stitch, but I don't want the stitch to be too small, and this is where you have to kind of do some experimenting and see what works for you and your machine. And some machines probably would work better using a walking foot at this point. I'm trying something new today, and I'm just rolling the backing to the front, tucking those raw edges in, and then I'll have to figure out what to do with the corners. I pressed and I pinned, and I tried to get those corners pressed, and just to give the fabric some memory of where those folds should be. Nothing is pinned really tight, but I'm going to fold and press and try to focus on the corners. Now I'm going to top stitch all the way around using some blue thread that matches that fabric so that it kind of blends in a little bit better. And once I have it top stitched all the way around, my little pot holder will be ready to go. Here's my second pot holder, and some of you will realize very quickly that I forgot to add the backing when I sat down to add my quilting stitches. My mind is real busy. We're taking a trip and packing, and these are little gifts for one of our hosts. So after I put my 2 long stitches or seams in here, I realized I had made a mistake, and so I then added the backing, and I'll need to add a couple of more quilting stitches. I did contemplate pulling out those seams, those quilting lines, so that my pot holders would match, but I decided against that. I decided to add 2 more quilting lines in a method that's called stitch in the ditch. So I had to go a little bit slowly to get my stitch right between the 2 seams going through the middle of my pot holder. My pot holders will be just a tiny bit different, having a different amount of quilting lines, but I don't think it's going to be that noticeable. And the backing is the same, so it kind of helps these 2 pot holders coordinate with each other. Gifts like this are one of my go-tos when it comes to just a little something when you want to say thank you. And I think these turned out really pretty. I have a couple more of these blocks, so there may be some more of these thank you pot holders in my future to give to someone else. But I think they're really pretty. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.